But I don't go to church, but I do know about Jesus, and I know about God. And it made me wonder. Like, I know God can walk on water, but do you think he had to find out the hard way? Like, maybe he's hanging out at a pool party, going up to the diving boards, climbs up, jumps off, and what the hell? What are you guys laughing at, huh? Or maybe come over there and pop that Noah's Ark floaty that you're on. Moses was cool. He split the Red Sea. Didn't he? Was that Moses? I don't know. Wouldn't it be funny, though, if they finally, 40 years, they traveled 40 years through a desert. After 40 years, I'd be like, I'm out of here. But you think it'd be funny, as soon as he got to the sea, all of a sudden he parted it. He parted the sea. They walk out to the middle of the sea, all of a sudden he's just he's in deep concentration mode. He's like, all the water just collapses on everybody. People on the shore that were waiting to go through, like, no. Everybody's buddies like, dude, we followed this dude for 40 years and look where he brought us. We can't get across this. I told you after a year we should have turned around. This guy doesn't know where the hell he's going. I noticed something. I had a buddy who, he recently got dumped. He was a good friend of mine. I noticed something that a lot of white girls are doing nowadays. No, don't get me wrong, I'm not racist. I like black people. But there's a lot of white girls dumping their boyfriends for black guys. Anybody else notice that? It's like in the 80s. It's like in the 80s. It's Pac-Man fever. I call it Black Man fever. I got Black Man fever. If this was an animal world and white people were sheep, that'd be like a sheep dumping his boyfriend. Be like, dude, it was fun for a while. I'm gonna go bang a horse. Sorry. Thank you. That didn't really get many laughs the last time I did it. So, I want to share something with you guys. I was in a movie once. And it wasn't easy getting the part for this movie, but it was a low-budget film, but it was fun. But I showed up to the audition, and I was kind of nervous because it was my first time. And I did up there. I did my thing. I did, my little dance and whatever. I didn't get the part right away. So what I did was I really wanted to be in this movie. So what I did, I found the main director guy that was holding auditions. And I found him, and I set him aside. I'm like, dude, look, I was nervous, and I want a second chance. That'd be great. He's like, you know what, I usually don't do this, but I feel good about you. There's a good vibe coming from you. I'm like, all right, cool. It's like, yeah. And I was like, all right, I got a lot of skills that I would like to share with you. I think I have what it takes to be in this movie. It's like, yeah, you show me your skills. You show me. I'm like, okay, sir. So after a couple minutes, I'm showing him my skills. And he's like, man, that was great. I don't know why you couldn't do that the first time. And he's like, yeah, you got the part. I'm like, awesome. And then I got so excited. Here's what I did. I got up from my knees and I wiped my mouth and went out and told my friends. I'm just kidding. I wasn't really in a movie. But I did audition. I'm going to share with you another experience that I've had. I went to a movie recently, and every time I go to a movie, I always get sat, it's always like a full crowd, and I always get sat next to her, like a big lady. And this one time, I got sat next to this big lady, and she didn't care what she was wearing. She was this outfit, and she just had this big pajama gown on, I don't know. And it was just a boring movie, when it's a boring movie, you just keep checking your cell phone, you're like, yeah, get me out of here. And I was doing my thing on my phone, I was texting or something, I drop it. All right, first of all, I want to set that aside. I hate it at like theater events when someone stands up and goes behind you and goes, oh, hey, I know you, hey, Jimmy, hey. I hate that. Anyway, back to the. So I dropped my phone, and it was dark, and I didn't know what was going on. And I reached, and I knew it fell like beside her on the floor. Oh my gosh! So I reached down, and I'm looking for the phone, and all of a sudden I feel this thing. I'm like, what is this? And I noticed I had like a little, it was like a water balloon. And I noticed I had like a little tie-off end and everything. And I go over here, and there's another one. I look up at the lady's face, and she's like, I'm like, oh God. So what I do, I stand up quick, and I turn around and go, hey, hey Jimmy, hey buddy, I gotta go, see ya. And I walked out. I was like, I didn't care about my phone. That was a horrible experience. Did you guys get that? I felt up a fat lady by accident.
Yeah, got it.
Thanks. So I recently broke up with this girl, and I lived with her. And I hate it when in the shower, people try to mesh soap together. You ever do that? You have a fresh bar of soap, and there's always a little chunk of the previous one sitting there, and someone always tries to rub it in with the big one. They think if you do that, it's going to smell awesome and fantastic. But it doesn't. It smells like butt. Well, anyway. Yeah, by the way, if you're washing your stuff, take the hair off the soap, please. Because you always do that thing where you hold the soap under the nozzle and you're trying to get it off for like 15 minutes. You're like, come on. And all the hot water is wasted and you have a horrible shower. Well, anyway, she did this. And I grab my towel and I go out. I'm like, hey. Did you mesh the soap? Did you mesh the soap? She's like, yeah, I mean, I just don't want to waste the other soap. Just throw it away, who cares? She's like, well, sorry. And then whenever you get into those little arguments and you walk away, you always got to say something just to, close the deal. And so you always say something stupid, but they're like, what'd you do that for? And so I walked away. I was like, yeah, you big dumb lesbian. And she's like, what? I'm like, nothing. And I closed the door. She's like, that's what I thought. All right, guys, that's my time. Thank you. You can check me out on www.myspace.com/readbacks. Thanks.